I was at work today thinking, what video am I going to do when I get home? I'll figure it out at some point, right? Then this news dropped, problem solved. Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another video. You know, it's always good when I get out of work and I had a rough day at work and I check Twitter and I see some amazing news that just totally makes the day good. And this is what happened today. I'm so happy. The Arrowverse shows have been renewed. As we know, Arrow was not renewed for season 9. It should have, but understandable, okay? Stephen Amell wanted to move on, and that's great. But the other shows in the Arrowverse have been officially renewed, and here it is. The Flash Season 7, Supergirl Season 6, Legends of Tomorrow Season 6, Black Lightning Season 4, and Batwoman Season 2. This is pretty exciting. So the Arrowverse is continuing, of course, another year starting in fall 2020 and on, and probably continue forever and ever and ever until the end of time. Who knows? Now, we have no information in terms of the two potential shows that we know are currently in development but haven't been picked up yet. That is Superman and Lois Lane, and of course, the potential Arrow spinoff, Green Arrow and the Canaries. We have no information on that. This is just renewals, and they renewed a bunch of other stuff as well. CW did today in terms of shows. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, which I assumed like they would do the renewal announcement at some point, which I thought would be a little bit later this year, like in terms of end of January, end of February, in terms of renewals, and that shows that get picked up and actually start airing for the first time in fall 2020 or spring 2021 will be announced a little bit later this year. So no update in terms of those two potential Arrowverse shows right now. But this is pretty good. So with the renewal of these shows tells me a couple of things. Number one, they have confidence that these shows are going to continue to be popular for the remainder of their seasons airing right now, and then into fall 2020, and then onwards into 2021. And also, they probably have plans, they probably already have an idea of what the next crossover event is going to be. Now, for me personally, since you're at the top at this point with Crisis on Infinite Earths, take a step back. Go down a little bit, do a little bit of a smaller thing for the following year. Who knows? They may even try to top this. I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see, because we're still, as of right now, 1 week away before parts 4 and 5 of Crisis air. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But what I think this also helps too is with the showrunners of these shows and the writers, because they're still currently writing the show. Like, they don't write all the scripts and then they start shooting. They're currently writing as they're still making the show, so they know that there's another season, that they don't have to like wrap up stuff or in the idea of, well, if the show doesn't get picked up, we're going to have to wrap everything up for the season to actually make sense, because we're not going to get any more seasons. Now that they know they have another season coming and it's official, that now they don't feel like they have to cram everything in towards the end of a season. They have more time to explore more characters, more storylines, all that kind of stuff, introduce new characters. They have that extra season to kind of do that as well. So this is pretty good. Now, I wonder if this was all a planned, coordinated thing, because Crisis kind of made it to where all the shows had to get renewed. So is there another potential reason why they all got picked up is because there's another big crossover coming and they need all these shows to be a part of it? Maybe, but that's not really how it works, because some people look at CW and go, well, the Arrowverse shows live ratings, which people still look at that a lot and think that that means something, because the CW looks at a lot more things than just live ratings. Other networks, I can't really tell you, because still the main networks like ABC, NBC, CBS, they look at live ratings, and that's like the main thing they focus on. And that's what kind of hurts other shows. The CW looks at multiple things. And so when you look at the live ratings for the Arrowverse shows, yeah, they go down each year. They lose live ratings, but then the CW looks at other things. The next day, the episodes go on the app, the free app, with ads, also DVRs, social media, how people are responding to the show, and they look at multiple things, not just the live ratings, to determine, is this show worth picking up again for more episodes for the following year to invest money in, to develop, and put it on our network? Is it worth it? And so in this case, they renewed, I think, 13 shows today. So this is actually good news, not just for the Arrowverse shows, but for the network in general, because they have a lot of faith. And some of the shows that they renewed for the following season, Some of them haven't even aired yet, and that's not Arrowverse, that's just other stuff. So this is pretty good overall for the network itself. So this is pretty good news. The Arrowverse shows are continuing, and it gets me hopeful that the Arrowverse is going to continue and hopefully have a bright future, even though the reason why the Arrowverse started, Arrow, is no longer around. Regardless of Green Arrow and the Canaries, if that show gets picked up, it's nice to see that Arrowverse is going to be able to continue with these other shows, with these other characters, and able to continue the legacy that Arrow started all those years ago. Yes, we have to give props to Smallville, but you get my point. So, yeah, pretty exciting shit. So, what do you guys think of the renewal of these shows? Are you excited? Are you hyped? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Curious to know your thoughts about all this news. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.